If you've ever said, "This is the last time," but you still went back, then listen carefully, because what you're dealing with is not just lack of discipline. Your brain has been trained. Yesterday, we talked about how lust has become a silent struggle. Today, we're going deeper, because if you don't understand why this keeps happening, you'll keep blaming yourself instead of fixing the real issue. Let me explain something clearly. Lust is not just spiritual, it is also neurological. Every time you give in to lust, your brain releases a chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is what makes you feel good. It's your brain's way of saying, "Do this again." Now here's where it gets serious. The more you repeat that behavior, the more your brain starts wiring itself around it. It creates a pathway, a pattern, a habit loop. So now, it's no longer just a choice you're making. It becomes something your brain expects. That's why you can be doing fine for a few days. Then suddenly the urge hits hard, stronger than before, almost like it came out of nowhere. But it didn't. It's your brain asking for what it has been trained to receive. And over time, something else happens. You need more stimulation to feel the same level of satisfaction. So what used to be enough no longer feels enough. That's how the cycle deepens. This is why many people feel stuck, not because they don't want to stop, but because they're fighting a pattern they don't understand. Now listen carefully. This does not mean you are powerless. It just means you've been fighting the wrong way. Because you don't break this by willpower alone. You break it by rewiring your mind. The Bible says, "Be transformed by the renewing of your mind." Not your behavior first, your mind. Because everything starts there. What you feed your mind, what you allow your eyes to see, what you repeatedly think about, eventually becomes what you act on. So if your mind is constantly filled with the wrong things, your actions will follow. But if you begin to change what enters your mind, you begin to change your patterns. And here's the hope in all of this. Your brain can be retrained. Just like it learned this habit, it can unlearn it. That means those strong urges, they can weaken. That constant pull, it can lose its power. That cycle, it can be broken. But it won't happen by accident. It happens through intentional change. Small daily decisions. What you watch, what you avoid, what you focus on, what you replace the habit with. This is not about being perfect. This is about being consistent. So today, don't just say, "I'll try harder." That won't work. Instead say, "I will start changing what feeds this habit." Because if you keep feeding it, it keeps growing. But if you start starving it, it begins to die.